Welcome back, students. Continuing with our lecture on algebraic expressions. Okay, let's see the next question. Continuing with the ongoing exercise. Now we are referring question number 11. Okay, let's see about this question number 11, students, first. The question number 11 in your textbook. I am reading this question number 11 for you all from the textbook. How much should 5x cube minus 6x square plus 7x minus 11 minus 1 be increased to get x cube plus 1? So students, I will say that this question number 11, it is same kind of question number 14. So question number 11, you have to try it, and I have written refer question number 14 for it. Okay, and instead of question number 11, in which it is asked to us that what number should be added, I am doing a question of subtraction. The question number 14 is on the screen now. Okay, it deals with a subtraction and it is more typical one. That's the reason I'm doing question number 14. Okay, now let's see question number 14 on the screen. So question number 14, what number should be taken away from 4x raised to 4 minus 6x cube plus 3? What number should be taken away? Taken away means minus. This sum deals with the minus. What number should be taken away? What number should be subtracted? Taken away means subtracted. What number should be subtracted from this polynomial? 4x raised to 4 minus 6x cube plus 3. Okay, to get. Here the word to get means what number should be taken away. For example, if I say let the number be capital S. Let the number be capital S. If I am taking let capital S be taken away from this expression, so what I will get? So the answer will be equal to, the answer will be this. Understanding? See the solution, please. You will understand the solution. Once again, I'll explain you while writing the solution. What number should be taken away from this? Taken away means subtracted. Okay. Let S be taken away. You can also write subtracted. Taken away from 4x raised to 4 minus 6x cube plus 3. Let S be taken away from 4x raised to 4 minus 6x cube plus 3. Okay. Now students, therefore, if I subtract S from this, what will happen? See here. 4x raised to 4 minus 6x cube plus 3. From this, I am subtracting minus this capital S. So what will be the answer? What will be my answer? So my answer will be, what should be taken away? We suppose let capital S. See, avoid taking x over here because we already have x here. Okay, we can take capital A, capital B, anything you can take. So what should be taken away? We suppose let capital S be the variable which will be taken away. Okay, which will be taken away from 4x raised to 4 minus 6x cube. So 4x, this one, 4x raised to 4 minus 6x cube plus 3 say minus capital S to get. So answer, after taking out S, the answer is this. The answer is this. It is 6x raised to 3, 6x cube minus 3x raised to 4 plus 10x minus 1. See, we need to find the value of this S. I need to find the value of this S. But what is the sign of this S? Just ahead of this S, we have a minus sign. So can I say whatever unknown we always need to find, it should always be positive? So I'll send this minus S on right hand side. So it will become plus S. And then I'll send this entire expression which is on the right hand side on the left hand side. So minus s will come on the right hand side, it will become plus s, and entire expression on the right hand side I'll call it on the left hand side. So its sign will change because the minus will come ahead. Okay, let's see. 4x raised to 4 minus 6x cube plus 3, as it is I copied here. Now this entire right circle comes here. So minus 6x cube minus 3x raised to 4 plus 10x minus 1. 6x cube minus 3x raised to 4 plus 10x minus 1. Why I have not changed the sign? Because I have put a bracket over here. That's the reason here it's a bracket and a minus sign. If I would have not put a bracket over here, then 6x cube comes here, then I would have written minus 6x cube. Minus 3x raised to 4, I would have written plus 3x raised to 4. But I have put in a bracket here and a minus sign outside. And this minus s comes on the right hand side. So it becomes plus s is equal to plus s. Okay. So therefore now 4x raised to 4 minus 6x cube plus 3, because of this minus sign, the sign of every term will change. Minus 6x cube minus becomes plus 3x raised to 4 minus plus becomes minus 10x minus into minus 1 becomes plus 1. Okay, is equal to capital S. So let's solve this expression, and whatever is the answer will be the value of capital S. And capital S is what? See here, what should be taken away, and we have supposed what should be taken away as S. So let S should be taken away. So we'll get the answer of S. How many things we can see here? With x raised to 4, I have 4x raised to 4 and plus 3x raised to 4. So 4 plus 3 becomes 7. 7x raised to 4. Okay. Here it's minus 6x cube, minus 6x cube. Any other terms with x cube? No. So minus becomes plus, a sign of greater number, minus 12x raised to cube. Then with x square, any term? No, I don't have any term with x square. With only x, yes, I have this as minus 10x. And any other term? No. So minus 10x. Okay. Then the constant terms, here it is plus 3, here it is plus 1. So plus 4 is equal to S. So students, we got our answer. We got our answer. You should write the final statement that let the number to be taken away be S is equal to 7x raised to 4 minus 12x cube minus 10x plus 4. This is the answer. Hope you understood this, students. Now please pause the video and do it by yourself, please. Now students, the next question, it's question number 12 on the screen. Okay, question number 12. If the question says if x is equal to 2a minus b, so the value of x is given to us. What's the value of x? X is 2a minus b. Then y is equal to a plus 5b. So value of y is a plus 5b. Two values are given to us. If means given. If means it's given to us. That value of x is 2a minus b and value of y is a plus 5b. Find. There are 4 sub-questions over here. No, there are 6 sub-questions over here. I am doing sub-question E from your textbook. Sub-question E. It's 3x plus 4y minus of 3x plus 4y. The idea is very simple. Wherever we have x, we just have to substitute the value of x. What is the value of x? 2a minus b. Wherever we can see y, we just have to substitute at the place of y the value of y. What is the value of y? Value of y is a plus 5b. But students, just blindly don't substitute. Okay, wherever we x, we have to put 2a minus b, and wherever we have y, we have to put a plus 5b. If you see this, we have a long expression here. We can simplify it to some extent. Yes, we can simplify it. Okay, so can I say here this 3x plus 4y I'll write as it is. Here it's a minus. Because of this minus, the signs of both the terms will change inside the bracket if I open up the bracket. So minus, its bracket means multiply. So minus multiply by minus 3x is plus 3x, and minus multiply by plus becomes minus 4y. Okay, plus 4y and minus 4y gets cancelled. So 3x plus 3x becomes 6x. That's it, students. Now we'll substitute. Do we now need the value of y? No, all the terms with y are cancelled at present. So we just have to put them at the place of x the value of x. So substituting x is equal to 2a minus b. Substituting x is equal to 2a minus b. Okay, now let's substitute. So our question is 6x. 6 as it is 6. At the place of x, what I'll put? At the place of x, I'll put its value 2a minus b. So 2a minus b. So 6 will be multiplied if you open up the bracket. 6 2s are 12. So 12a. And 6 into b. So it's minus 6b. That's it, students. This is our answer. Of course, in the terms of a and b. So the main idea over here is just don't blindly put wherever x, just the value of x, and wherever y, the value of y. We have to simplify it. If you have, if you don't simplify, your answer still will be correct. Your answer will be this only. But this question will take minimum 1 page or 2 pages to solve. It will be so complicated then. Okay, just finish off this question, students, then we'll solve the next question. Pause the video, please. Okay, students, now let's see the next question. Same question number 12 as we did sub question E. After completing sub question E, we know that value of x is 2a minus b and value of y is a plus 5b. Now I am solving sub question F. Sub question F says that we need to find the value of 4x plus 3y minus 2. Now, students, if we compare this sub question F with sub question E, in sub question E there was some chance, or we were fortunate enough that we can evaluate or simplify it further. But here we cannot do anything. It's just a pure polynomial or expression. So we just have to substitute. Wherever x, at the place of x, I'll substitute 2a minus b, and wherever y, at the place of y, I'll substitute a plus 5b. Okay, students. So just I'll write a line that substituting x is equal to, at the place of x, 2a minus b, and y is a plus 5b, That's it. So now, wherever we have x, at the place of x, I'll put 2a minus b, and wherever I have y, at the place of y, I'll put a plus 5b. Let's see here. So 4 as it is 4, I'll write. At the place of x, 2a minus b. Okay. Plus as it is plus. 3 as it is 3. At the place of y, I'll put a plus 5b. Minus 2 as it is minus 2. Okay, great. Now next step, I multiply this 4 inside. Here I'll multiply this 3 inside. 4 2s are 8a minus 4 into minus b is minus 4b plus 3 into a is 3a plus 3 into 5b is 3 5s are 15b minus 2. Now just evaluate. Put the like terms together. Can I say here it's 8a and here it is plus 3a. So 8a plus 3a becomes 11a. Okay. This is minus 4b and this is plus 15b. Minus plus becomes minus. Sign of greater number is plus. So it's plus 11b and minus 2 as it is minus 2. That's it, students. So now this is our final answer in terms of A and B. You have to leave lines between every step. Put proper equal to signs and leave lines between every step. Presentation matters a lot. Please pause the video, students, and complete this question. Okay, students. Now question number 13. Before starting this question, I'll mark a star over here. A very, very important and conceptual question. I'll be very slow in my explanation. Please understand each and every word. See here. Subtract 6a square b minus 14ab. Okay. I have to subtract this. From what? You should ask yourself this question whenever you read this English. Subtract this from this. Okay. That means this term, this block will come first. 7ab minus 5ab square pehle likhenge. We'll write it first. Because from this, we are subtracting this. See, read the English. Subtract this from this. So first I will write this, then I'll put a minus sign, and then I'll write this. Okay, this is my first condition. Okay, this is my first condition. I have marked my first condition with red color. Okay, now the second part from and onwards, which I am reading from and onwards. Okay, this was my first part of the question. I'll mark it with the green color now. Okay, now let's start with the second part of the question. Subtract your result. Which result? Result of the part 1. Whatever answer we get, subtract your result. Result of what? Result of what? Result of first case. First case was we have to subtract this from this. So जो भी answer आया, whatever is the answer, subtract your result, the result of the first case over here, from what? From the sum of two expressions. So two expressions are given here. Okay, there's two expressions. So whatever answer we obtained from solving the first case, that is subtracting this term from this 7ab minus 5b square, whatever answer, whatever result we obtain here, we have to subtract this result from the addition of this two, because it's written sum over here, from the addition of this two. So this second part after the word and, I have named it as second case of the question. This is my first case, this is my second case. Okay, I'll start with the solution, students. No hurry. First, we will just see about the first case. Our first case is subtract this from this. Okay, and obtain the results. Let's obtain the result, the red color part. Okay, so I'll start with my solution. I'll start with my solution of the first part. Okay, what is the first part all about? Subtract this from this. So first I will write this. So 7ab minus 5ab square. Okay, 7ab minus 5ab square. From this I have to subtract what? I have to subtract this term, 6a square b minus 14ab. Okay, so 6a square b minus 14ab. Now let's solve it. I'll open up the brackets. Okay, 7ab minus 5ab square. Because I am opening up the brackets, this minus will change the sign of this term, and this minus will change the sign of this minus also. Originally it is minus, and this is plus originally. So minus multiplied by plus, 6a square b will become minus 6a square b, and minus multiplied by minus 14ab will become plus 14ab. Okay, so let's see how many terms we have here with ab. This is plus 7ab and this is plus 14ab. So can I say, students, the answer will be 7 plus 14 is 21ab. And then, students, here with a square b, how many terms can we say with a square b? See, this is a square b and this is ab square. This both are different. Don't just merge this two both with the excitement that they both are same. This is a square b and this is ab square. So we cannot do anything. We'll just write it as it is. So first I'll write this one. You can even write this first. Minus 6a square b minus 5ab square. Okay. So minus 6a square b minus 5ab square. Students, this is our answer. This is a result of subtraction of the case 1. They had told to us subtract this from this. Okay. This is a result of subtraction. Okay, next, and listen once again, and subtract your result. This is my result of case 1. Result of case 1. Subtract your result from. That means we should have something before this result. We have to subtract this result from what? From the summation. From the summation. That's the reason I have declared a plus between this two. From the summation of this two. That means now I have to add these two expressions. Understand the story, please. I have to add these two expressions because the word sum is there, or whatever, and whatever is the answer obtained after adding this two, from that I have to subtract this. I have to subtract my result. Okay, so now my next case is to add this two. Okay, so now what I'll be doing is second subpart, adding sum of given expressions. Sum of given expression. It is a square b minus b square plus 6ab plus 3a square b plus 7a square minus 4ab square. Deliberately I have not put any bracket because we are doing the summation. So because of the summation I had put this plus over here, and plus doesn't changes any sign. So why unnecessarily we have to increase the steps? A square b, see here I have copied from here, a square b minus b square plus 6ab plus summation, this plus here, 3a square b plus 7a square minus 4ab square. That's it. Okay, now what I'll be doing, just add it. How many terms we can see with a square b? A square b. Let's hunt for the terms with a square b. A square b. This is plus 1 a square b. Nothing is mentioned. A square b. Here I have also a square b. It's plus 3 a square b. That's it. So 1 a square b plus 3 a square b becomes 4 a square b. Okay. How many terms we can see with a b square? With a b square, this is minus 4 a b square. Any other with a b square? No other terms. So just write this minus 4 a b square. See, don't be excited and cancel out. It looks very same, but this is a square b and this is a b square. Okay. Any terms with only a b? With only a b? How many terms? Yes, only this term I can see with only a b. It's plus 6 a b. Okay. And then we are left with this one. I'll highlight it with other color. It's 7a square, and here it is minus b square. Minus b square means minus 1 square. Okay, so it's plus 7a square, okay, and minus b square. You have to count the terms just to avoid the missing. Certain times what happened, just in the flow we miss some of the terms. 1 2 3 4 5 6 terms were present. 1 2 3 4 5. Here we have only 5 terms. So students, which term did we missed? No, we did not miss any term. Actually, we clubbed 2 terms. See here, a square b and a square b. 1 plus 3 became 4. So we clubbed one of the terms. That's the reason here we have 5 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, fine. So this is the answer of the addition. This is the answer of sum. This is what we obtained. Sum of 2 expressions. Sum of 2 expressions. Okay. Now see again, once again students, it was given to us that subtract this from this. We did that, and subtract your result, whatever result we obtained. This is the result we obtained, result of case 1. We have to subtract this from what? From the sum of 2 expressions, this and this. And students, we obtain the sum. This is a sum. So can I say from this huge sum I have to subtract this result? Yes students. So what we will do, see, just for the ease, what I will say, I will call out this as equation number 1. In Roman words I'm doing, and I'll call out this as equation number 2. Okay, we have to subtract this from this. Okay, so how will I write? Just see here on the screen. Subtracting 1, this one, equation 1, subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. From equation 2. That means first I will write this. Always from wala part we write first. Okay, so first I'll write this from wala part. So 4a square b minus 4ab square plus 6ab plus 7a square minus b square. From this I am subtracting this equation number 1. Okay, so minus and a bracket, minus, and don't forget to put bracket. So this is what? 21ab minus 6a square b minus 5ab square. Okay, 21ab minus 6a square b minus 5ab square. Okay, great. Now let's do the calculation. That's it. We are done with the question, students. Now, so is equal to this 4a square b minus 4ab square plus 6ab plus 7a square minus b square. Because of this minus, every sign will change because it's brackets, that means multiplication. So minus will change this sign, minus will change this sign, minus will change this sign. This will become minus 21ab. Okay, minus 21ab. Minus into minus becomes plus 6a square b. Okay, and minus into minus becomes plus 5a b square, plus 6a square b and plus 5ab square. Now let's make the groups of the like terms, students. Which are our like terms? Okay, students, I'll ask you how many times you can see a square. You will answer, sir, only one time we can see a square. This is 7a square. How many times you can see b square? Only one time you can see b square, which is minus 1b square. So let's write here 7a square minus b square. Okay, we are done with these two terms. Now how many times you can see a square b? Mark my words, I'm asking you a square b. Okay, a square b. I can see here 4a square b. This is ab square. And here I can see plus 6a square b. So 4a square b plus 6a square b. 4 plus 6 becomes 10. So plus 10a square b. Okay, now my question is how many times you can see ab square? So here I have minus 4ab square, and here I have plus 5ab square. Minus 4ab square and plus 5ab square. Minus 4 plus 5 gives me plus 1. Minus 4 plus 5 plus 1 ab square. Okay. Okay, still we are left with some terms. What are those terms? This is plus 6ab and this is minus 21ab. Plus 6ab and minus 21ab. So plus 6 and minus 21. Plus minus, answer will be negative because greater number has minus sign, minus, and it will be 21 minus 6 which will give me 15ab. 15ab. So I think so we are occupied with, we have taken all the terms. So 7a square minus b square plus 10a square b plus 1, it's plus 1 ab square minus 15ab. This is our answer, students. It was a good sum, students. I'll request you, please pause the video and do it by yourself. A very important question.